What is going on, all of my traders and investors? We need to talk about the stock market and why are we selling off so aggressively? This is getting insane. Our portfolios are getting beat up. Now, I've been saving margin and I finally bought stocks on margin today, and they just keep going down and down and down and getting beat into the ground to levels I never thought we would see on some of these companies. I just feel the need to address it overall. When you see stocks that are everybody's favorites, institutions to retail investors, going down 5 to 10% a day, like NEO, some of these EVs are absolutely insane. A lot of people are freaking out. A lot of people are getting margin calls. So we're going to get right into it. I do not want to waste any of your guys' time, but I do want to point out, if you guys want to be part of a Discord group where I'm sending out all of my options trades and the stocks that I buy or sell in a day, I did a lot of trading and a lot of buying on the stock side, and we're going to get into that a little bit. But if you guys want to see everything that I am doing, go over to the Discord. But there's only one rule with that. You have to hit the like button and subscribe, and I will see you over there. Let's get into it. Quick little recap for anybody that does not know. The stock market is selling off because the bond yields are going up. Now, this is represented by TLT going down. So we can see we are actually way under our levels in 2020, which is actually a good sign. When the bond yields go up, that means less people want to buy bonds because they think the economy should be doing better and the stock market should be doing better. But you do get a flip-flop from growth into value, which is like dividend companies, and then from growth into bonds because it's a fixed return, and as the yield goes up they become more attractive, but more people overall don't want to buy them. So it's kind of this snowball effect until it eventually levels out. Now that, in short, simple theory, is what is going on right now, and we can see this is the 20-year treasury bond on the 1 month chart, just a literal straight line down, and then look at my account on the 1 month chart. It is pretty much identical. So that is what is going on in the stock market. But even though we are all getting spanked on, a lot of you guys have probably got margin calls. I have dropped $200 more in the course of making this video in the last 5-10 minutes. That does not mean you sell out or sell anything. Now, you can sell whatever. I'm not going to be mad at you, but you're going to be mad at yourself. So I am not selling. I'm going to show you guys what I am buying. But another reason for this major sell-off today we have seen, and I don't even know if it's major because we've been selling off every day, but is Jerome Powell. He talked about inflation and a lot of things that scared a lot of people, but I'm going to leave it up to this analyst to give you guys his explanation of what he got out of that interview.
Hey, Scott, Powell, let me just turn the sound off here at a Wall Street Journal conference. Sounding very, very dovish, Scott. I want to give you some of the headlines that we have here. He says it's going to take some time to achieve substantial further progress. You remember that's the language that they've used to signal when they might be reducing quantitative easing, but he's not in a hurry to do that. The speed of the rate rise, he said, was, quote, notable. He said it caught my attention, but didn't seem like a guy who was going to do anything about it real quickly. Inflation, he says, is set to increase, but he says that's likely to be temporary. There'll be reopening effects, some bottlenecks, but he thinks the economy and people who are looking at that will look through that and see it as temporary. He also notes the Fed has high standards for maximum employment. Goes on to say that unlikely to hit maximum employment this year. Economic outlook has become more positive at the margin. Here's a direct quote: "If we see inflation, we will be patient, and the Fed has a commitment not to raise interest rates just because the labor market is strong." I'll go back and listen again, Scott, but I hope you're getting the tenor there. He is in no hurry to do almost anything with Fed policy here. He's not all that worried about inflation, noted the rise in rates, didn't seem like he was going to do anything about it.
I got the tenor. Clearly, I'm watching the market react, too. So, it's the old transitory thing, right? You didn't use that word, but that's basically what he thinks, right? Temporary, transitory for any sort of inflationary pressures that arise, Steve, from this, getting back to the rest of our lives. You say he's so dovish, which we believe. Why is the 10-year spiking?
I don't know if they were waiting for it to clear. They had a trade they wanted to make. There's nothing about this that makes me think Powell is going to raise interest rates or reduce QE any sooner than I thought before this. Two quick things on the inflation thing you talked about. The Fed's view of inflation. You have the base effects, in other words, low inflation dropping out of the year-over-year comparison. That's one. And then second, you have a reopening increase in prices. But Powell keeps insisting that an inflationary process takes many years, and he doesn't believe that the anchored inflation expectations, which have characterized the last several decades, are about to change because of the reopening.
Yeah. Steve, I appreciate it.
This CNBC analyst took the words out of my mouth, so I decided to just play the clip for you guys. But I think overall, the economy is bullish. There's no reason, like I said, the fundamentals of these companies have not changed. There is no need to panic. And Jerome Powell reiterated this. He has been big on saying he will communicate when there is a problem. And he is not communicating. There is not a problem. And keep in mind, Jerome Powell, if you guys do not know, he is the head honcho of basically oversees the whole economy. So he's that guy, and you want to listen when he speaks, and he is not saying there is a problem. There's clearly not a problem with COVID cases going down. There is no reason to panic, guys. But now I am going to get into some of the stocks that I bought today. I'm not going to go over the options too much because I made quite a few trades. And if you guys want to be a part of that and see that, like I said in the beginning, the Discord link is in the description. That is free $99. You guys can go check that out and say what's up in the Discord. Guys, look at the futures. Down 0.36% on the Dow, 0.42 on the S&P, and 0.57 on the NASDAQ. This is getting out of hand, but let's look at some of the stocks that I bought today. We can see, of course, still selling off, down $549 in after hours. No big deal at this point. I've already lost a lot of my account. So we bought one share of Social Capital, one share of Churchill Capital. I should probably just added these up, but one share of Social Capital. I'm gonna start over. One share of Social Capital, 5 shares of Social Capital, around $16 a share if you average it out. So I bought 6 shares of IPOE, which is turning into SoFi, and then I bought quite a bit of Churchill Capital today, about 22.80, 22 flat, around there. But bought 1 share, bought 4 shares, bought 4 shares, bought 5 shares, bought 30 shares. Then bought 2 shares, and then some of the options contracts. I bought 1 NEO $100 call for 2023. Now, I got this at $860. I had bought this at $990. The first one I got, I'm still holding it, of course. I bought the first one at $990. It went up to over $1,500 per contract. I'm not in a rush to get rid of this one. I strongly believe in this contract and think it will be worth some serious money by 2023. So I'm going to hold on to it. That is all for this video, guys. Comment down below what you guys are holding on to. And if you guys got a margin call yet, is there anything you guys want to talk about? I respond to every comment, so make sure you guys go ahead and do that down below. Like I said, you want to be a part of the Discord, link is in the description. Hit the like and subscribe, all that good stuff. I'm not going to give you guys the whole spiel, but until next time, guys, I will see you later. Peace out.